Introduction to Foundation Visualizer. What is Foundation Visualizer? Foundation Visualizer is a dynamic, interactive visual tool that you use to discover and explore foundations across the country. Because the funder's location and your location can be determining factors in whether your organization receives a grant or not, it's important to get a good sense of which funders are in your geographical area. With Foundation Visualizer, you can quickly focus on foundations in your province using the interactive foundation map, and effortlessly switch views to a detailed list of those foundations, which you can use to kickstart your prospect research. Tutorial Objectives. In this tutorial, we will show you how to view aggregate foundation information in Foundation Visualizer and switch between map, summary, and list views. How to refine your list so that you get only the foundations that interest you in your geographical area. How to view newly registered foundations in your area. How to add foundations you're interested in to a project in My Prospect Manager. After you have logged in to Foundation Search, you'll be taken to the User Dashboard page. You can find a shortcut to Foundation Visualizer here, under the Find Funders section. Just click on the link. Alternatively, you can access Foundation Visualizer by going to the Find Funders tab and clicking on the Foundation Visualizer link under Search Foundations. On the Foundation Visualizer page, you can see a map representation of the foundations that can be found across the country. There are options you can select to modify how you view the foundations you're interested in. There are also search filters at the bottom of the page that allow you to focus on specific foundations you're interested in. We'll review each of these sections in more detail. By default, the View Mode info in Foundation Visualizer is set to Map. You can see here that in Canada, there are over 10,000 foundations across the country. The legend to the right of the map shows the foundation number ranges by color. The darker the color, the greater the number of foundations in that province. Notice the map is interactive. That is, you can hover your mouse cursor over the map and get more information about a particular region or province you're interested in. You can even click on a province you want to investigate further to get a listing of all the foundations registered in that region. If we switch to Summary mode, we can see a table that lists all the provinces and the number of foundations in each. The table also includes the combined assets and grants figures for all the foundations in each province. If you want to get more detail on a particular province, simply click on the province name. To get a listing of all the foundations in that province, along with the foundation city, year of most recent financial information available, and grants and assets figures. As we've just seen, you can easily view a list of foundations by drilling down to this level of detail from the Foundation Visualizer map or summary views. List View is the finest level of detail available in Foundation Visualizer, and by default is sorted in descending order by assets amount. Clicking on any of the column headings allows you to resort if you choose. In List View, you'll also notice some icons below the foundation names. These icons are shortcuts that let you quickly view the specific data of that foundation, including a list of all the grants that the foundation has given, foundation-related news items that have been captured, the foundation's Twitter page, and any connected directors on the foundation board via Director Connections. Clicking on any of these icons opens up a new window where you can immediately review the information you're after. If you click on a foundation name, you will be taken to the foundation summary profile, an in-depth analysis of the foundation's information, including contact details, news items, granting analysis, and more. The wealth of information available in a summary profile will be covered in more detail in a separate video. At any time while you're reviewing data in Foundation Visualizer, you can choose to refine or modify your criteria by clicking the Modify Search button. Doing so will take you back to Foundation Search, where you can modify your criteria and rerun the search. You can also save what you see on Foundation Visualizer to My Searches so that you can view it again at a later time. Whether you're in Map View, Summary View, or List View, just look for the Save to My Searches button and click it to save your search. Another useful feature of this module is New Foundation Visualizer, which allows you to view only newly registered foundations in your area. You can access it one of two ways. On the Find Funders page, simply click the New Foundation Visualizer link. Or, if you're in Foundation Visualizer already, in Map View, scroll to the bottom of the page, and under Selection Options, choose Newly Registered Foundations. Here, you can choose to include all newly registered foundations from the past 3 years, or just from the past year if you choose. Selecting the date range and clicking Search will refresh the map above, and you can see how many new foundations have been registered. If you want to see a list of those foundations, simply change the View mode to List. If you want to focus on newly registered foundations in a particular province, click Modify Search, select the province you're interested in, click Search, and you can see a list of the newly registered foundations in that province. We have reviewed all the different ways you can explore and present foundation data in Foundation Visualizer. Let's review a quick example. Let's look for large, newly registered foundations in the province of Ontario. In Foundation Visualizer Map View, in the filters below, select all assets ranges above 10 million. Click Search to refine your results. If you want to see which of these foundations are newly registered, select that option at the bottom of the page. Click on the province of Ontario to view the list of foundations. As you can see, there are 7 foundations in Ontario with assets above $10 million. Once I've located the foundations that interest me using Foundation Visualizer, I can easily add them to a project I've set up in my Prospect Manager with just a few clicks. When I click on Add to my Prospect Manager, a new window will appear with my list results. Here, I can choose which foundations I want to add to my project. I can select all of them, or I can select just the ones I want. Then, I can choose which project to add these to. Click Save, and it's done. With my Prospect Manager, I can now easily manage all my relationships with these foundations, plus have all their data available at my fingertips whenever I need, all in one place. We'll discuss how to take full advantage of my Prospect Manager in a different video. Tutorial Recap. In this tutorial, we have covered how to view aggregate foundation information in Foundation Visualizer and switch between map, summary, and list views. How to refine your list so that you get only the foundations that interest you in your geographical area. How to modify and save searches. How to view only those foundations that have registered within the past 3 years using New Foundation Visualizer. How to add foundations you're interested in to a project in My Prospect Manager.